Greetings, namaste. Lawrence here, and today's session is geared for some of you who perhaps want to practice yoga, want to move, want to breathe, but have some limitations in terms of the amount of weight that you can bear on your arms and wrists. So you might have some issues with your shoulders, wrists, hands, the trapezius, right, that are limiting your mobility when it comes to actually putting weight on your arms and your hands. So we'll practice some breath work. We'll move through some asana. And we'll also need a very, very key prop, the chair. Right? So a folding chair will come in real handy. I've got one here that we're going to use a little bit later. So if you've got that or something like that, make sure that you have it close by for today's practice. Okay? So let's go ahead and sit comfortably in Sukhasana, crossing the ankles like so. Maybe coming into one that actually places one foot in front of the other. And always encourage sitting on a prop. So if you want to sit on a block or a bolster to get those hips up and allow yourselves to sit tall, please do. Yeah? Let your hands rest on the tops of your thighs. Come to a soft gaze or closed eyes and find your breath. Bring a sense of tallness through the backbone. Feel the top of the head reaching up a little bit higher. Offering up more space, more openness to allow more of your breath to flow. Good. Bring your soft gaze back if the eyes are closed, and just gently take your gaze up, lifting your skull, lifting the chin up off of the chest, and then exhaling, bringing the chin back towards the chest. And all we're doing here is just bringing some length through the neck, following the breath. Good, one more time, up to the sky, no pinching, to the back of the neck, back down towards the floor with the gaze. And then inhale, take the gaze straight ahead. Now we'll do a little bit of neck rolling, but be very gentle, especially once again if you've got any neck issues going on. And imagine making circles with the top of your head, with the crown of your head. All right, so sit tall and then just make those circles. And make those circles as big as the neck will allow without any pain. And go in both directions. Beautiful. And once you've got balance between those both directions, go ahead and come back to center. And we'll just pause here, another couple breaths. Good. Now a gentle lengthening of the side of the base of the neck here. As you exhale, let that right ear come towards your right shoulder. Drop your left shoulder a little bit. Yep. Then inhale straight up. And exhale that left ear towards the left shoulder. And feeling the right shoulder get a little heavier. So just finding more space through the base of the neck on the right side. And then slowly inhale right back up. Beautiful. A few more deep inhales and exhales. Good. All right, let's come into a little bit more pranayama with some Kapalabhati breathing. Okay. So sitting back on your heels in Vajrasana, so the legs are coming together, feet are coming together, feet are untucked. If the angle here is a little bit too much for the knees, then you're sitting on your block, right, in between the lower legs, sit bones resting there. Beautiful. All right, let's go with 108 Kapalabhati breaths. So be wise, keep them subtle if you've not really gone that high up in count. And if you have, and you can go with a more energetic Kapalabhati breath, then please do. All right. Inhale through the nose and begin. Once you've arrived at 108, just take a couple of natural breaths. Beautiful. All right, let's come gently now. Again, gently onto your hands, just momentarily. We're going to go right into a thread the needle. All right. So with your next inhale, take your right arm out, up to the sky, as high as you want. Beautiful. Exhale, threading through the left side, gently bringing the right shoulder down, right ear down, and then reaching that left arm to whatever degree you can. Good. 4 more long breaths. And slowly draw that left hand back towards the right wrist. Gently root, unthread yourselves. Take that right arm all the way back up to the sky for a little bit of a twist here. And then gently bring that right hand back down as you exhale. All right, recenter yourself. And then we'll do the same thing with the other side. So inhale, take the left arm out and up to the sky. And exhaling through the right side, gently bringing the left shoulder down. And bringing that right hand forward, right arm forward. And another 4 breaths here. Feel the hips going back gently. Feel more space through the right side. 2 more breaths. Very nice. Bring that right hand back towards your left wrist. A gentle rooting there. As you inhale, lifting, taking the left arm all the way out and up to the sky. 1 more time. And then exhaling back down onto your hands and knees. All right. So let's go ahead and tuck the toes. And again, the knees are about hip width, feet are about hip width. Tuck the toes and then slowly sit back on those heels. And rest the hands on the tops of the thighs. Finding tallness through your spine. Taking the soft gaze straight ahead. And 5 Ujjayi breaths. Good, last breath here. Beautiful. All right, let's celebrate the undoing of those poor toes and balls of feet. Untuck them. Maybe a light flutter kick. Well done. All right, let's go ahead from here now. Let's make our way to Malasana. All right, Malasana. So again, taking whatever steps are appropriate for wherever your arms, shoulders, wrists are, right? And coming into your yogi squat. So take the feet out about just a little bit more than hip width, toes flared out a little bit towards the sides, and then slowly coming down and allowing those hips to gently, gently, gently open up. Taking about 3 more breaths here. Maybe the arms guiding the hips to open up just a little bit more here as you come into prayer. Feel your sternums coming up a little bit higher. And engaging those bandhas. Uddiyana Mula Bandha. Good, last breath here. Good, now here is where typically teachers will take you right into an arm balance we call crow, yeah? And since we're having issues, right, with those arm balances, what we're going to do is we're going to actually come onto our backs for a reclined variation of crow. We'll go ahead and take it 2 parts. So first of all, come all the way down onto your lower backs and find those happy babies. Maybe a little side to side. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to imagine doing crow now upside down. So keep those hips open, just as you would with happy baby. Bring the triceps right along the insides of those thighs. And imagine now pressing, pressing, pressing the hands into the earth, right? As those feet maybe come together. And then draw that navel to spine. Maybe pick up the head. Beautiful. Take a few more breaths here. Nice. Rounding the back. Imagine mushrooming. If you were right side up, those scapula rounding like a mushroom. Navel deeper into the spine. Good. Maybe tweezing those inner knees in towards the triceps. Good. All right. Now release. Come back down. Bring those knees back together. Give yourselves a gentle hug. Right. Good. Now rock up so that you're balancing on your sit bones. And we'll take it just a little bit further with that sort of reclined crow. So imagine here now, taking the arms along the insides of the legs. Maybe bringing the hands, the tops of the hands, along the inner arches. Yeah. And then practicing the same thing. Navel to spine, mushrooming the scapula. That's it. Tweezing those insides of the knees along the triceps. Maybe imagining pressing the hands into the earth. And then the toes together. Taking another couple breaths here. Beautiful. And then gently drawing the knees back into the chest. And then letting the feet come back down. Beautiful. And then slowly coming onto your backs. Drawing your knees into the chest. A little rocking forward and back. And then coming all the way up. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and stand. All right, so make your way there whichever way you can. And maybe it's coming here onto all fours, coming back onto your feet, sort of Malasana style, and then gently making your way up to standing. Okay? All right, so imagine I'm standing at the top of my mat. All right, find your mountain pose and just pause here for a few breaths. Good, next inhale, take the arms all the way up to the sky. Beautiful, now let's exhale a forward fold. Coming all the way over. And pausing here for 5 breaths. Feet are about hip width apart.
All right, knees bent as much as you need to allow that torso and head to be heavy. Maybe cradling elbows, a little swaying from side to side. Beautiful. Exhale, release the arms. And then with your next inhale, slowly ragdoll your way back up to standing.
Pause there for a breath, mountain pose. Good, inhale, take the arms all the way up once again. Hook your thumbs and reach straight up to the sky, offering up just a little bit of a micro back bend. 2 more breaths. A lot of length. Beautiful. Inhale, face forward. Exhale, arms at your sides. Cool. Bring the feet together a little bit closer, and we'll move on to a chair pose, Utkatasana. We'll just take 5 breaths here. And as we're here, maybe if the shoulders allow, just sort of externally rotating the arms. Pinkies towards each other, thumbs out. Good, last breath. Well done. Inhale straight up. Another little bit of the micro back bend. And exhale, arms at your sides. All right, here comes the most amazing downward dog you will ever experience. All right, so we're going to take that chair and we'll place it at the top of our mats. Yeah? Make sure it's stable and it's rooting in its own way. All right, and let's place the hands, again, about shoulder width apart. Now, some chairs might not allow that, so you can compensate a little bit, but I highly recommend trying to root with the entire palm of the hand if possible. So if it's a narrower position with the hands, then so be it. All right, then slowly walk the feet away a little bit. Feet are also about inner hip width apart, and begin to assume a downward dog position. So let the ears make their way right in between the upper arms, and then step back as much as your body will allow to assume that downward dog position, only supported with a chair. Okay. So gently root the hands in the chair. Draw your navel up in towards your spine. Feel the added length there, and then just sort of soften the belly. And let those hips go up and back just a little bit more. And take 3 more breaths here. And maybe the chin coming a little bit closer to the chest. Taking the gaze maybe to the shins or the knees, or if the neck allows, maybe up towards the quads, maybe even the belly button. Long breaths. Beautiful. All right, take your gaze towards the chair. Start lifting your hearts just a little bit, and then walk your feet back towards the chair. Okay. Bring your hands to your hips, and then inhale. Slowly rise. Awesome. Exhale the arms along the sides of the body. Finding your mountain pose. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and put that chair prop away. And we'll go into Gauradasana. All right. Again, now, if you've got troublesome shoulders that don't allow, right, the arms to completely wrap around, all right, then make some modifications. Maybe the arms come together here. Maybe you're simply taking the shoulders in your hands here, okay? All right, so let's take the arms out wide. Feet are about hip width apart. Standing tall, and then let's go ahead and take the right arm on top of the left. Find your Gauradasana arms. Good, slowly bend at the knees. Then we're going to go ahead and weight bear on that right leg as we lift the left leg and stack it on top of the right. Nice, and we'll take 5 breaths here. Make sure those elbows are up about the same level of the shoulders. If the shoulders are healthy, beautiful. Next inhale, we go ahead and untangle everything. And come into your Tadasana. Yeah, feel all the fluids flowing freely through the arms, the shoulders, chest. And we'll go to that second side. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. Nice, exhale, halfway down. And stack the left on top of the right this time. Yeah. So either the backs of the hands or the palms facing each other, or just taking the shoulders and cradling them there with your hands. All right, bending the knees. Good, balancing on our left leg now as we take the right leg on top. Wrap it around. Good. 5 more breaths here. And next inhale, let everything go. Back to mountain pose. Beautiful. Okay, a little bit more on the standing side now. Let's do this. Let's start at the tops of our mats. Inhale, take the arms up. Nice, exhale, a forward fold. Inhale, reach your hearts. Exhale, fold. Nice. Step your left leg back. Find your warrior 2 positioning on your legs. Inhale, slowly come up to warrior 2. Yeah, feel the verticalness of the spine. Right knee just over that right ankle. Gazing just beyond the right fingertips. Good, now let's move it on to Trikonasana. So straighten that right leg, maybe shorten stance if you wish. And then follow your next exhale, reaching that right arm forward. Nice, then coming down to make the connection with your toe or your shin or your foot. And taking that gaze up to the sky to inspire that heart to open. Beautiful. Inhale. Come all the way back up, rooting deep with both legs. Good. Pivot your right foot. All right. Feet are parallel, maybe slightly pigeon toe. Feel those arches lifting. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Good. Exhale, take the arms behind you, finding a reverse prayer. Cradle elbows or interlaced fingers. Yeah. Nice. Another inhale lifts the sternum. Exhale, we're coming over for a fold. 5 breaths. Beautiful. Follow your next inhale, coming all the way up with that nice long spine. And exhale, release the arms. Inhale, bring those arms up halfway. We'll find that warrior 2 on the second side now. So pivot the left foot. Bring that left knee to a bend. Nice lifted arch on that right foot. Gaze just beyond the left fingertips. And feel those hips opening up here. That internal or external rotation of the legs. breath here. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and lengthen that left leg. Adjust the stance. And then when you're ready, exhale. Reaching that left arm as far forward as you can reach before coming down to make the connection with your toe, your foot, your shin, and opening up your hearts. Gazing up to that right hand in the sky. Good, last breath here. And inhale, make sure you're rooting. Come all the way back up. Well done. Pivot your left foot. Pivot your right foot. Nice. Bend that right knee a little bit and slowly come down onto your fingertips. Now again, if we're, the weight bearing on the arms is troublesome. In fact, let's do this. Let's come up, back to warrior two, and then simply lengthen the right leg, and let's do it this way. Let's step that left foot forward, next to the right. Slowly bring the arms back down along the sides of the body. All right? Good. Inhale, take the arms up to the sky. Exhale, a forward fold. Inhale, reach your hearts. Exhale, fold. Good. Come down onto your fingertips. Lift your heels up. Beautiful. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Maybe balancing with your hands at prayer. Awesome. Bring your fingertips back down onto the mat and then slowly make your way onto your bums. Okay? And we'll go right into Navasana, half boat. So take your hands behind your knees, lift your lower legs. Good. Now while the hands are still propping your legs up, find the space along the collars and then find your half boat. And take a few more breaths here. Give you a different perspective here, right here. And 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourselves a hug. And slowly bring your feet back down onto your mat. All right, so from here, we're going to open up those hips just a little bit more. We're going to start out with a seated twist first, though. All right, so your knees are still bent. Let's go ahead and take the left leg, tuck it underneath the right, and then bring the right foot over on the other side of the left. Yeah. Now check in with your sit bones. And we'll turn this into a twist, all right? So go ahead and close hanger that right leg, embrace it here. Good, and then take your right shoulder back, gaze to the right. Maybe taking that right hand around the lower back. There you go. And if we're lucky, maybe a little bit of a snap, crackle, pop through the spine. A good one. A healthy one. And 1 more breath here. Nice. Inhale, come back to center. Okay. Now from here, we're going to make our way to pigeon pose. Right? So we're going to keep that left leg down, and we're going to take the right leg back and make our way to that half pigeon. All right. Now, some of you may have enough mobility to actually take your arms behind you and open up those spines a little bit more. So feel free to go there. Taking 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Release the fingers. Come back down onto your fingertips. And then we'll go to resting pigeon for about 3 breaths. Beautiful. Come back down onto your hands, shoulder width apart, slowly make your way back up. Beautiful. Now we're going to go to one more heart opener. This time we're going to bring that right leg back towards the front. We're going to leave the left leg still there on the bottom, and we're going to stack the right leg on top of the left. I call this fire log. Right? So what's key here, right, to really make things happen in the hip is to align the lower legs with the top of your mat, right, with the edge of your mat. And imagine 2 fire logs stacked one on top of the other. Yeah. So you can stay here upright, or maybe come forward with a fold. We'll just take 3 more breaths here. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly rise. Awesome. All right, we're ready for the other side. Yeah. So, start now taking the right leg underneath the left, bringing the left foot. This time I'm going to go ahead and give you this perspective here, so from the side. Okay. So your right knee is now on the bottom, your left leg is over the right, left foot on the right side of the right leg. Sitting nice and tall. Taking that right arm, wrapping it around that bent leg. Yep. And then taking that left arm all the way around. Beautiful. And then just taking the gaze off to the left. Relax the shoulders. Feeling tall. And one more breath here. And slowly coming back to center. And making our way to that half pigeon. So gently bringing that left leg, right, back. Right leg stays forward. And then just go ahead and make your way to whatever pigeon, or extent of the pigeon that you have in your practice. Lifting your sternum. Again, there's the option to take the arms behind you, right? Inspiring the hearts to open up. So feel free to go there for a few breaths. And then gently release with your next exhale, bringing your hands forward and stacking and coming to that resting pigeon for just about 3 breaths. Beautiful. All right, hands come back down onto the mat. Lengthen and open your hearts. Good. All right, we're going to bring that left leg forward once again. So we shift onto that right glute. Bring the left leg all around. All right, so we align the right leg again with the top of the mat. And we stack that left leg on top. Yeah. Face forward once again. Coming back to the fire logs. Beautiful. No worries if that left leg, that left knee is floating. All right. In time, maybe even within this practice, it'll start to make its way closer and closer to the lower leg. Feel free to fold forward if you wish. A few more breaths. Beautiful. And then inhale, slowly coming back up. Good. Undoing the stacked logs and lengthening your legs. All right, next one is another favorite of mine. All right, so we're going to start with a Janu Shirshasana-like position here. So you're going to take the legs, open them up, and then you're going to take that right foot along the inside of the left leg. All right, your left leg is going to be nice and engaged. You're going to twist over to the right side. And then reach that left hand along the left leg to whatever degree you can, inspiring, right, this right side to start opening up. And then maybe taking the right arm up to the sky and bringing it over to your left to align with that left leg. All right. Now, if your practice allows and you can actually bring that right hand to the left foot, please do. And then come back to opening up your heart. Beautiful. Next inhale, we're going to go ahead and come all the way back up. Exhaling the arm back down along the side of the body. Good. Facing forward. Lengthening that right leg. And just pausing here for a breath, finding that tallness once again as ribs come up off the pelvis. Good. Then we'll go ahead and bring the left foot now along the inside of the right leg. All right. Take the gaze off to the left side now. You're taking the hand, the right hand along the right leg. Maybe catching that right foot. Inhaling the left arm all the way up and over. Be gentle. All right, if you want that foot, feel free to go there. And one last breath. Well done. Inhale, slowly coming all the way back up. Exhaling the left arm back down towards earth. Coming back to center. Beautiful. All right, let's bring those legs back together. And gently come onto our backs. Draw the knees into your chest, give yourselves a hug. Exhale the feet back down onto your mats. Beautiful. All right, 3, count them, 3 sets of bridge, 5 breaths per bridge. All right, arms at your sides, palms down. Beautiful. Use your legs as you engage. Lifting the hips. First one, we'll just keep the arms where they are. Good. One more breath. And exhale. Slowly bring the hips back down. Good. A pause. All right, round 2. You bring those heels a little bit closer to the hips. Yeah, next inhale, coming up. Maybe walking the arms a little bit closer together. Good, 4 more breaths. Well done. All right, make sure you've got enough space for your body to come back down with the next exhale. Beautiful. Pause for a breath. And last one. All right, when you're ready, press those feet into the earth, engage the legs, slowly come up. Maybe the arms coming a little bit closer together. Maybe fingers interlacing this time. Broadening the shoulders. Sending your fists through the line between your feet.
Yeah, gaze still straight up. Last 2 breaths. Beautiful. Now this time, after you interlace your fingers, take your arms all the way up and over. Rest them back on your mat. Come up onto the balls of your feet. And then slowly exhale. Spine back down onto your mats. Good. Once the sacrum finally meets the mat, slowly bring your heels down. Another breath of neutral spine. And gently draw the knees into your chest. Give yourselves a gentle hug. Let the feet come back down. Arms out wide. Knees together. And just a gentle windshield light from side to side. Just a couple breaths. Those obliques open up one last time. Beautiful. Arms come back towards the body. A little space in between the arms and the body. Lengthen your legs. And allow yourselves to surrender to Shavasana. Letting go physically. Letting go of the thoughts in your mind. And eventually letting go of the breath. Right, slowly come back to your conscious, mindful breathing. And begin to move your fingers and your toes. And bring the breath to your wrists and your ankles. More openness there. And then feel more movement through the legs, through the arms. Eventually drawing your knees up in towards your chest. And one more embrace. Good. Take your right or your left arm up overhead and roll into that direction. So rolling onto your side, letting your head rest upon your shoulder or arm. And then using your other hand, root and slowly bring your way up to a seated posture.
When it's easy, find that tallness again through the spine. Close your eyes. Bring your hands together. Come together with your intentions. Namaste.